think about this concept. Only losers relax and unwind after a hard day's work at a job they don't like. Now, if you love your job and are happy with this, then this doesn't apply to you. But only if you're unhappy with your job in your life does this apply. You need to do shit after work and on weekends. Otherwise, you're not serious about changing your life, meaning you will continue to lose in life. Just imagine you have a shit day, like, think about it. Paint this scenario in your mind, right? Imagine it happening. You have a really shit day at work. Let's say you do some menial work, for example, right? And then you come home and you're just like tired, you slouch on the sofa, you put like TV on, you eat some rubbish food, and you're just like, oh, you're dreading tomorrow. But because you've had such a shit day, you're doing all this like instant gratification stuff. So you're getting pizza, you're watching rubbish TV, you're laughing and stuff at the TV or whatever, but it's just like all just like at a screen, looking at a screen, right? And then you maybe button up before you go to bed on your favorite website, and then you go sleep, and then you have like lack of sleep because you're just like constantly stimulating yourself because you've had such a shit day. You come home and you stimulate yourself with all this like instant gratification stuff, right? And then you go to sleep, and then you wake up groggy, and you repeat the cycle day after day after day after day after day. That is what a loser would do because they've settled for their lot in life of that. This is just my existence. I'm going to have a shit day. I'm going to feed it in the evening with like all the instant gratification stuff. Then I'm going to go sleep. Then I'm going to have a shit day the next day. And I'm going to keep doing that cycle because like I need a mental break. I'm going to give myself that instant stimulus after work, right? It means you're a loser, unfortunately. Sorry to break it to you. But if you were to come home and then work on some project that you're passionate about, that will eventually get you out of the job you're in, of course you're not a loser. Of course, like you imagine it, you've had a hard day, then you go home and then you work more, but this is on something that you actually want to work on rather than something you have to work on at the moment for the meantime to pay the bills, to get some money in your life, right? Until this other thing starts making you some money, you have to do this. But at least you're going to home to work on something to ignite you like internally, and you can go to sleep thinking, yes, I did something productive today. I took another step toward, let's just say it takes you 10,000 steps and it takes you like 1,000 steps, for example, to get to your result, right? And you do like 2 hours or 3 hours worth of work when you come home from work after a shitty day. And then you do 3 hours, but you realize you need like 1,000 hours or roughly 1,000 hours to get some success at this thing that you're doing. You've just taken like a massive jump, like 0.3% of that effort to get to 1,000 things or whatever you're doing, right? At that 1,000 mark, you'll probably get successful at whether you're doing a long enough period. So after 3 day period, you've made 1% improvement or progress towards that goal. So if you think about it in this way, you're chipping away at a goal that's eventually going to happen. But the days that you don't do that, you're not making any progress, right? So surely you would want to fill your days with as much progress as possible. Instead of like on your weekends, for example, you can do, instead of 3 hours on your weekend, you could potentially do 8 hours on your weekend, which is like a normal work day. But because it's your thing, you're more enthusiastic about it, you're more passionate about it. And then you get like an entire percent done that day. So you've done like 9 hours that day. So that's a whole 1% of this 1,000-hour attainment, for example, right? So this is potentially a better way to think about it rather than just coming home and relaxing, doing fuck all. Come home and work on something that'll be a bit more stimulating for you and more rewarding in the long run. That being said, do what you want. It's your life. I'll catch you in the next video.